What's going on, beautiful people? JT here, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon Go, and today is the beginning of the bug out event, which means shiny Venipede is out. Hopefully we can get a few of those, because I would love to get the living set for it. It's a pretty good shiny, so we'll see what happens there. But also, we have a lot of things we got to do. We've got this bug out catch challenge right here that actually has 3 pages to it, and we also have a collection challenge as well, so this is going to be an interesting time. But as you can see there, we do have a shout-out Pokemon, and that is Grubbin, a Gen 7 bug type, which we should hopefully have here. Nope, it despawned. Of course it did. I knew that was gonna happen while I was doing this, but that's fine. As you can see on the nearby, they are literally everywhere, so yeah, let's go find one. Also, while we head towards the Grubbin, I do have my research breakthrough box here. We could get a shiny Galarian Stunfisk, that would be pretty cool. And the 5 Ultra Balls, I actually need those. I'm running really low on balls. So, let's see what happens with this. Is it shiny? It's not. I haven't gotten a shiny from the research breakthrough in like forever. I don't expect it to happen anytime soon, but it would be nice. And here's our first Venipede of the event. It's not shiny though. And there's the little Grubbin. Perfect. Hopefully it'll be an easy catch. I don't imagine these things to be too difficult, but since I have to use berries anyways, let's just use ourselves a golden raspberry, throw the ball, and I'm sure we're gonna get it. And when it comes down to evolving these things, it's actually pretty interesting. It's normal, you know, having to use like 25 candies to make it a Charge-a-Bug, which is its middle form, but in order to fully evolve it to the end, you gotta do a magnetic lure in order for it to actually evolve into its Vikavolt. So that's kinda cool, but let's take a look at these things IVs. Yeah, this one's not amazing, but to be honest with you, I don't believe this Pokemon's that good at all, so in the end of the day, I just want the Dex entry. So this is actually really cool. We have Pansages in the wild now, and I really wanna get a shiny of this. I have the full set when it comes down to Pansear and Panpour, but Pansage, sadly I wasn't able to go to Japan like pretty much everybody else, but yeah, I want to get my hands on it so I can have the complete like shiny monkey set. I think that'd be really awesome. I've now completed page 1. Let's get our Pokeballs. We're gonna get some Great Balls, some Ultra Balls. These are all needed. I have definitely not been getting a lot of those lately. Some Pineapple Berries, and then we're gonna get 2 encounters. Let's do the top one, see what it is. Hopefully it'll be something cool, right? Or, wow, actually that is pretty cool. That could have been shiny as well because of the Mega Raids, so unfortunately it wasn't for us, but that's perfectly fine. Hopefully one of you guys got it. Encounter number 2 is going to be a Combee. Hopefully you get that shiny as well. I've noticed that they are coming off of snapshots, but they're not the only thing. I got a Weedle as well. And for the final rewards, we're gonna get our hands on a lure module, some XP, and an encounter with something. I have no idea what, but, oh, Shedinja. Oh, that's so cool. That's actually a really cool encounter. We were actually curious if this was gonna show up or not, and this has very rarely been given out. Beforehand, it showed up for research breakthrough boxes, and then after that, I think it's only shown up in 2 other level up quests, I believe it was. I think it was in a level up quest, but I also believe it was in the Hoenn Celebration special research we had like forever ago. So these things don't show up too often, so definitely make sure to complete this if you guys want that Dex entry. But let's take a look at this thing's IVs. No way! Let's freaking go! Are you serious? Dude, that is literally one of the rarest. That is so awesome. I cannot believe this thing. You know what? If I can get enough XLs, I will max this to 100%. Are you kidding me? That is freaking amazing. All right, you know what? Today's made. If we don't even get a shiny today, I don't care. This is a win. And for page 2, we're gonna have to catch 25 bug types, catch an egg, evolve 2 bug type Pokemon, make 10 great throws, catch 10 different species of bug types, and take snapshots of 5 different wild bug type Pokemon. All very easy. Let's smash this out. So I completely forgot to show you guys this. If I were to power this up, it would go to a 445, which unfortunately isn't really good for anything, because as you can see, his HP is only 10. And the reason for that is in the main series games, how you get a Shedinja is basically you would get a Nincada, and then if you evolved it in your party and you had an extra Pokeball in your bag, like an empty one, and you had an empty space on your roster, basically this is like the living skin of that Pokemon. So you would get a Ninjask and a Shedinja at the same time, but unfortunately in Pokemon Go, that's not a thing, so that's why they couldn't do it. But also the reason why it only has 10 HP or 1 HP in the main series games is because it has an ability called Wonder Guard, which means the only thing that could ever touch this is super effective moves. So Fire and Rock and Ghost and Dark. So there's a few things that could hit it, but say I try to use like a Thunderbolt on this thing, it wouldn't actually bounce off. It wouldn't even work. So hopefully they can implement that in the future for Pokemon Go, because that would be really cool, but also kind of broken. Like, imagine I get this thing up for like Small Cup or something like that, and then somebody fights me and they don't have a single counter to this thing, I would just win by default. So I don't know if they'll ever implement this. I think this is always just going to be like a trophy, but in the end of the day, again, a 100% one of these is extremely hard to come by because we've only had like such a limited amount of chances to get it. So if you haven't smashed that like button, please do, because this is a huge win. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna go get some wings right over there. I definitely didn't expect to get this. Got me shiny Venonat. This isn't even part of the event. This is just off of the Mossy lore, so that's cool. Actually, first, let's throw a golden raspberry on this thing. Hopefully the copyrighted music isn't too loud. We'll see what happens, hence why I'm talking a little louder right now and getting closer so that it drowns the copyrighted music out. This place is kind of loud for it, but let's see. We got it. Perfect. Blue eyes, blue balls. You know how it is, right? Right? Anyways, let's take a look at these EVs. Is it good? It is not really good, but still, we got a shiny and a freaking awesome hundo today. This is great. Lunch is done and it was absolutely delicious, but let me tell you, that spot was really good. Since we popped 2 Mossy lures there, not only did we get a shiny, but I also was able to get a Skorupi finally off of it, so we're almost done with the collection challenge. There's only one thing I have to do, but for right now we're gonna focus on the 3-page research. But before I get to that, look at this. There's a lot of Wurmples here, probably because somebody did this Genesect raid, or at least 3 people did the Genesect raid. So that means literally everything within a 300-meter radius, I believe it said, is now going to be nothing but Wurmples, which is kind of cool. But honestly, I really want to find some Venipedes and stuff like that, so not a huge fan of this bonus. We're definitely gonna have to pop out of the city in order to get away from stuff like this, because I know some good cluster spawns out there that have no gyms around them, so we'll have to do that in the future. But for now, let us get to this thing, because we've actually completed it. So let's get the 25 Pokeballs again. We'll get 20 more Great Balls. Do we not get any Ultras this time, though? Doesn't look like it, but we did get some Golden Razzes, and we got some Mega Beedrill energy. Gotta love that. And now, let's see what this encounter is. Hopefully it's something cool. Grubbin. I mean, I'm down with Grubbin. This one is slightly worse than the one I got from a researcher earlier, but still cool to get it. Second encounter of this page is going to be a Venipede. Sadly, this wasn't shiny, but it is a full odds, so the odds of that happening were pretty low. And the final rewards, we're probably gonna get more Stardust, we're gonna get some XP, and an encounter with something. I have no idea what, but the last one was amazing. This one is a Pinsir. Has a high shiny rate. Unfortunately, this one isn't it. I mean, it's got a Mega, though unfortunately, Mega Pinsir really isn't that useful, it looks like, so hopefully you got yourself at least a shiny, and if you got a Shundo, let me know in the comments down below, because that would be freaking awesome. And it looks like page 3 is just auto-completed. Okay, well, let's just get our XP, get the XP again, and we're gonna claim the last bit of XP, and then we're gonna get 4 encounters in total out of this thing, so that's cool. Let's just start from the top and head our way down. What do we get for this one? We got Caterpie, okay. Encounter number 2 in the middle is going to be a Wurmple. Seeing that the last 2 were worms, I'm gonna say this is a Weedle. You're a Weedle, right? Oh, I was right. Wow, nice. And the final rewards, looks like we're gonna get ourselves 50 Mega Scizor energy, so that's kind of neat. And let's see what this Pokemon is. It is a Scyther. All right, cool. Sadly not shiny, has a high shiny rate as well as a Pinsir, but hopefully you get a good one for the Scizor. Mega Scizor is actually a very useful Pokemon, and also this Scyther does in the future have another Hisuian evolution, if I can actually hit this thing. Come on, there we go. But it does have Kleavor as an evolution sometime in the future, so if you want to hold off from doing a Scizor, Kleavor might also be pretty good. Managed to find another non-event shiny. Pretty cool though. I like Execute quite a bit. Plus, I mean, there may be an event in the future where we could turn it into a Alolan Exeggutor again, and I'd like to have a good one in order to do that. Though I did get a 96% last time, so I guess maybe it doesn't really matter that much, but still, a shiny is a shiny. Always should be happy to find one. Now, hopefully this one has good IVs just because, or maybe small cup IVs. These things are actually pretty decent in small cup. Let's see. No. Definitely not. Not at all. Now that we caught that shiny, the only thing left to do really is evolve this Grubbin right here for the collection challenge. So let's do it. Let's turn it into a Charjabug. I do love the shiny form of this entire family. I would say that Grubbin's probably not the best, but when you get a shiny Charjabug, it turns like a bright red color. It looks really good, but the normal form looks pretty good too. There it is. He basically just looks like a little green battery, and that's actually the function of these Pokemon, is to act like batteries in the lore. And also there it is, registered to the dex. Pretty awesome. But yeah, pretty cool to have it, and there we go. The collection challenge is officially over. And like I mentioned before, in order to evolve this thing, I need to have a magnetic lure and 100 candies, which I currently don't have, but they're pretty much everywhere, so we can easily get that part done. But yeah, let's quickly get out of this real quick and wait for the little pop-up. By the way, this cluster is really good, as you can see around me here, but unfortunately nothing too crazy in it. But yeah, look at that, there we go. Number 71, awesome. Also, there was a Shelmet right there. I wanna check that Shelmet just real quick. There it is, and not shiny. I actually really need this and one more Blast to be done with those sets. You know, I almost completely forgot. We actually have to claim the actual collection challenge rewards. I forgot to do that once during GoFest for Seattle because I was just so busy talking to people that I didn't get any of those encounters. But I mean, I got the like number up, but I didn't get the actual final encounters. Let's check out the pose. It should be easy to find, seeing that it has a freaking huge giant bug catching net in it. So I'm assuming, yep, there it is right there. You know what? Why not? Let's apply it just because. And also, if we look at my buddy right now, I did put the hundo as my buddy. So now I'm trying to catch bugs with bug skin following me. That's fun. Now I'm also gonna get out of the city right now, because even though you can see a lot of Hoppips here, there's also a lot of Wurmples. People are doing the raid day right now in person, which means there's a lot of people doing these raids, and there's gonna be just a ton of Wurmples around here, and I don't wanna deal with that. So I'm gonna head out of the city, and hopefully we can get a shiny Venipede, because that is the big goal right now. I'm sure you can tell by the sky that a bit of time has passed, but ladies and gentlemen, shiny Pansage. I really wanted this, and I am so happy that we got at least one. I officially could finish the set now if I wanted to. Obviously, I still need one more to have a complete living set, but I am so happy that we found this. I was worried because I didn't get the Pansear or Panpour in the wild after the events, so I am beyond happy that I found this one. This is a great start. Hopefully it's good, but even if it isn't, who cares? Yeah, it's not that great, but it is technically a shiny from an area that it's not supposed to be from, so that is just so awesome. Hopefully we can get that last one we need to complete the set, but if not, we still got the one, and that's more than enough for me. All right, everybody, it's a lot later now. In fact, it's later than I planned on getting back, and I have things I have to do in the morning, like really early in the morning. So, one thing to show you, I did get a shiny Pineco, which was really awesome, pretty cool. I forgot to film it for whatever reason, but there it is, so that's cool. But it's also time for the positive comment shout out. Today, it is going to Gelatin Warrior. Keep it up, JT. Love watching your videos as I take walks and shiny hunt. Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear. Go out there and shiny grind while watching the videos. I love doing that. In fact, I watch videos all the time and also listen to podcasts while I shiny grind, so I totally get that. And thank you for doing it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.